Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite YouTube channel and podcast. Hashtag KTSC Sports Talk with your host, Justin P. This is episode 165 for the YouTube channel. For the audio podcast, it's season 4, episode 38. So, y'all can check that out on Google Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, Podtail, Podbean, wherever you get your podcasts and music stuff from. Ladies and gentlemen, got a special guest. He's been on my show before on the audio version. This is his first time on a live stream. Uh, yeah, my brother from another mother, literally, because we got the same last name.
Yep.
Uh, let's welcome back to the show, man. Sean Parnell, what's up, bro?
What's good, bro? What's up?
Nothing much, man. Glad to have you back on, man. Before we get,
I've been on keep the same energy, man. It's been a
yes, sir.
while.
Yes, sir. Before we get started, tell everybody a little bit about Shadow Code Radio for those who don't know.
So me and my co-host Maurice Shadowcoat Frederick, better known as Funeral Man in the battle rap world, we
Mhm.
have a weekly podcast. We talk hip hop topics. We also delved a little bit into relationship topics. We kind of gone off of the relationship topics for a while because hip hop's been really hot of late. So we've got a lot of topics to talk of. This week we're gonna definitely talk about the new Kendrick Lamar album. However, just an announcement. I'm gonna make this on your show, Justin. We're moving over to Ecamm, so we're gonna
Okay.
be on YouTube and also Facebook Live starting this week, matter of fact. So check us out there. You're going to get the visuals along with the audio as well for Shadow Radio. So check that out this week. Probably either Wednesday or Thursday now. We're gonna post it on Facebook, and you'll definitely be able to check us out on whether it's Spotify, Apple iTunes, whatever platform you have, and definitely we're gonna join the YouTube world as well.
Gotcha. Sounds good, man. Okay. All right. Let's get into the first topic of the night. Let's talk about the NBA playoffs. So give me your
Absolutely.
whole thoughts on that, man. Take as much time as you like.
The one thing that I took away from the NBA playoffs, I'd say this year is all of the injuries, man. Like I,
Mm.
I don't I don't know if it's you or me, but I remember back in the day, and I'm talking like 15 years ago, like the 2000s, 90s, like star players never got hurt like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Uh, and it took away really from enjoying the playoffs. We really could enjoy. Like John Morant going down was a huge loss for Memphis. I thought they would at least went 7. You know what I mean? With Golden State, I picked Golden State to win anyway because of the experience factor. But injuries, man, that's the one theme this year. Guys not being 100%. Definitely my team, Joel Embiid, was playing with several injuries. Um, and also the Celtics suffered some losses along the way. For the Bucks, their good shooter went out uh, midway through the series. So it definitely took a toll on this year's playoffs and took away a little bit of the enjoyment of the matchups a little bit. That's my number one take. Um, I don't know if you have any thoughts on that.
Me personally, like I said, like you said, the injuries definitely have been like a little, sad to see John Morant going down and
Yeah.
banged up. Couple players on Boston and Miami, like Kyle Lowry went down, missed some time. Devin Booker missed some time. Chris Paul, he was already get me going into the playoffs, from
Yep.
season injuries. So yeah, that part definitely, was kind of, it's sports, so it's going to happen. It's just the nature of the beast. But all in all, pretty good. Like I said, we even got 2 series that went to Game 7,
True.
Suns,
True.
Boston and Milwaukee. Both of them series were great. Both teams ended up getting blown out in Game 7,
Yeah.
which I didn't expect. But like all in all, it was good, man. Like so my pick was the Miami Heat, so I'm gonna still stick with them. So
Yep.
just don't like to renege on my picks. They've been playing pretty good basketball, so then their game race starts shortly. So I'm pretty sure we'll both be like check. I got it on the channel right now, so I'm gonna be cutting my eyes at
Yeah,
it.
yeah, they actually got the draft lottery up first.
Oh, hopefully my Thunder get the first pick. We need every pick in the first round
Yep,
because good Lord, we fucking
got
suck.
a shot this year too.
Yeah,
But
we
yeah, I'm
fuck.
definitely gonna check that out too, Justin. I believe at the beginning I picked either I think it was the Heat. Uh, no, the Bucks. I had the Heat and the Bucks going. The Bucks going to the finals. But I think I had the Heat and the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals. But the way the Celtics are playing, I mean, they're no slouch whatsoever. So it wouldn't surprise me. I'm rooting for Miami. I always had a soft spot for Derek Spoelstra and or Eric Spoelstra rather.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always mixed up Derek and Eric. But Eric Spoelstra, even going back to the Heatles days, because I was a big fan of Dwayne Wade and LeBron and those teams that won two championships, went to the four finals. But at the same time, I think that this is Jimmy Butler, man. I always liked his game. I always liked just the dog in him. You know what I mean? The will to win. So I'm kind of rooting for him a little bit. But I think the Celtics right now are playing the best ball going
Oh
into
yeah, collectively for sure, for sure.
yeah. They're definitely, to me, they would be the slight favorite in this series, but I think this is going to be a hard fought 7-game series. But I like the Heat. I'm just going to roll with them, even though I think it's a bit of a toss up. Maybe the Celtics are the slight favorite.
Yeah, like I said, Boston definitely has been playing great. They got a first year head coach, and he's doing an amazing job over there. Because at
Yep.
the beginning of the year, they were up and down. They were like a sub 500 team. And after the All Star break, they just clicked it on and have the best record, in the league, in the second half of the season. So, I think they found that niche with putting Marcus Smart at point guard. 'Cause remember, they went through Kyrie Irving,
Yeah.
Kemba Walker, Dennis Schroeder thing didn't work out. So they said we got the answer at point guard the whole time. They went with Marcus Smart, good defender, can knock down a shot, one defensive player of the year.
Yep.
So broke back Daniel Feast. He's a solid four. He can stretch the floor a little bit, shoot the ball. Solid defender. So yeah, Boston's been pretty good. And like I said, Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown been doing their thing. So but I
Oh,
just like
they're flat out studs, man. Who surprised me? Who's really surprised me is Al Horford, man. Like, where was
yeah,
that when he came to Philly? Is what I want to know.
I wanted to lose that when he was in Oklahoma City last year. So I mean you
Forgot about it, right, man? Like, he just got found in the youth all of a sudden, man. Like, but it's working, man. He's doing his thing, and who knows how far they're gonna go now? I mean, only got 8 more wins to championship, so we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we definitely will see, like I said. But Jimmy Butler and them guys, I'm right. What people forget 2 years ago they were in the finals.
That's right.
You know, the bubble, whatever. They got there, so you can't take it from. Had they played, my opinion, had they played anybody else besides a hungry LeBron, they would have probably won the championship. Because they even in that series, they were going back and forth. They went to 6, could have went to 7 games if Tyler Hero don't miss that shot. So that's why
Exactly.
I want the Miami Heat.
And the funny thing is, I was actually going to bring that up. I don't know really where it started. There's like maybe it's an internet narrative or something, but
Mhm.
this shade for the bubble. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, it's like cause Miami went, it didn't count. You know what I mean? Or LA won, it didn't count, or whatever. You know what I mean? But in the end of the day, they're back 2 years later in the championship. So how is it not, or in Eastern Conference Finals, playing
Right.
for a championship? How is it not validated? You know what I mean? So I don't get where that narrative comes from, man. But things have a tendency to just take a life of its own and just run on the internet. Once people hear something, they just take it and run with it.
Oh, for sure, definitely. Like I said, they had to go through the same. They had to stay in that bubble just like everybody else.
That's
They
right.
took advantage of the opportunity. Like I said, you can't fault them for that. They got hot, so and then they beat Boston then, and basically the same two teams, minus a few add-ons.
Yep.
So I mean, it's like, hey, it's not everybody just think this Boston just gonna run away with it. Cause I get it, they blew out the defending champs, but Miami not great lay down, man. So I'm just, hey, it's definitely gonna be a good series.
Wait, getting ready to tip off. I think 8:30, 8:45 or so. So I'm definitely gonna be tuning in.
Yeah, I already got the chat on there. While we talking, I'm gonna be cutting my eyes.
Yep.
Chapter 2, Kendrick Lamar new album. You don't gotta get too in depth. Cause I know you're gonna talk about it on your show,
Yeah.
but you give a few quick hitters on it.
Phenomenal album, man. Definitely top five of the year to me. As far as pop is concerned, I just read somewhere that it's gonna sell somewhere between 300,000, 330,000. It's gonna be the highest selling album of the year so far. Definitely, if you're a fan of,
I'm reading the comments, and that's all, Sean. Go ahead. You can go ahead.
yeah, no doubt. But I think it's not what I'm a big fan of Good Kid, Mad City. I've been a Kendrick Lamar guy going back for over 10 years. I don't know if it's that level, but it's maybe right below that. There are a couple of tracks on there that I'm kind of iffy on, but I mean, it's got bangers on there, like the N95 joint, the joint with Kodak Black he got.
Yeah.
There are a couple of other joints on there. I like what's the one I really like? Silent Hill. That's the one with Kodak Black. I really like the Savior joint. Lyrics on there is fire on that one. But the thing about Kendrick Lamar is, and kind of a question I gotta ask you is like, he's the type of artist. He's like like a kind of a conscious type of rapper in a way, but he knows how to cross over to the mainstream with his style because his style's so crazy. But I don't know if somebody who's really into like street hip hop, you know what I mean, or maybe more fly talk, fly rap, like Drake or what have you, they may not dig this album like that. You know what I mean? But if you definitely got an ear where you really want to hear something and hear a strong message, this is definitely an album for you.
Yeah, I have only heard like a few songs, but so far so good for me. Like I said, that Black joint was good. There's a couple other songs I liked on it as well.
Yeah.
So far, like I got no complaints. Of course, like I tell everybody this, an album. Let's just say an album has 25 songs. Let's just
Yeah.
take all. You want to have about 5 that's gonna be like, all right, maybe I should skip over this. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
There's a handful of albums you can just skips or you can play through. So, but yeah, K Dot, he always been one of my favorite artists, man. Like I say, even back when he first came out, we got pool for the liquor and I'm driving. Like, yeah, always.
Yeah.
Then him and the stuff that him and Schoolboy Q used to do all the time. Like Collard Greens was one of the songs.
Oh yeah, man. Like that Good Kid, Mad City era, like that 2012, 2013 Kendrick Lamar. That really woke me up. Even Section 80, which was 2011, that was kind of like his
coming up. Yeah, like I said, I know you go ahead and finish, Sean.
Yeah, but strong album, man. It definitely lived up to its billing. You know what I mean? I don't know what else, what other big names are dropping this year, but it's looking to be the biggest album of this year. I mean, we'll see. We got a lot more year left. Somebody else big may drop. But definitely that's the album I definitely check out.
Definitely for sure. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna listen to it more and get a more more perspective of it and get my whole thoughts.
Yeah.
But like a few little bits and pieces I heard is good. What's up, Couch Rider Ray? We got a celebrity here, my man Jermaine. Yes,
Right.
sir. Definitely go subscribe his channel. He got some good stuff going on there with him and Cam Root. All right, topic number 3. Elon Musk just recently bought Twitter. Give me your thoughts on that.
Well, see, I'm not a fan of Twitter. I'll admit it.
I noticed you ain't got no Twitter. I said, why big?
No, I have Twitter. I never use it. I never use it, dog. I mean, it's just I don't know. There's too much shit talking going on there. Even though a lot of the NFL insiders, you want to find out like the sports news
Any
first.
breaking news, you click on that. Yeah, for sure.
Go to, you know what I mean? Now, some rumors may not be true, but when it's reliable guys, you definitely going to get the tip off before anybody else. But just the back and forth with people on there, I never was a Twitter guy like that. I think him going there, I got no idea what it's going to do. Really, I mean, everybody has. I guess the question I have is really, what is, why is there backlash?
Twitter's
Because
the land of the trolls. You right, Couch Rider. Twitter is the land of the trolls.
yeah, land of the trolls, exactly. But I guess because there's always, I guess with Elon Musk, there's like a political slant towards him for some reason. I guess he sides with more I guess more to I don't know him to be aligned with Donald Trump like that,
Right.
but more on that side, and that's what creates the controversy, I guess. But from what I've seen of him, he's just an outspoken billionaire. You know
Right.
what I mean? He, and he's revolutionized things, especially with the electric car. You know, so I mean, there's not much I can speak on that. I guess he's going to bring back more of freedom of speech, if they will, but it's like because it got so regulated with all the political turmoil that went on last year or the last couple of years. I don't know, but I don't really delve into the political stuff too much no more, man. I'm kind of burnt out from that election a couple of years ago, so I leave it alone. You know what I mean?
Politics can bring out the worst in people. The good Lord.
Worst.
You think sports debates or something, man. You talk politics. Ooh, Lord.
I had to delete my old Facebook because of politics, man. Like seriously.
That's a whole nother beast. Politics and religion, a whole different beast.
Exactly, man. So I don't know. I mean, I guess we're gonna see what changes he's gonna bring to it. I don't think Twitter is what TikTok and Facebook is currently. Maybe he might revive it because at one point, Twitter was the hottest platform going in town. That really was the first platform, if you really want to think about it, because Twitter started late 2000s, if you will. So he's definitely going to inject some juice in it. I know that. But we'll see as far as him taking back the regulations and even letting back Donald Trump on Twitter. We don't know. We'll see.
My thing is, like I said, Elon Musk definitely rich, powerful guy. So, like you said, he definitely probably gonna put his own spin on it. Like see, Twitter, you could like Twitter. I think you after you follow like 5,000 people, they put a cap on it unless you got a certain amount of followers. I think he's gonna take that off. So I think he's gonna let you follow as many people as you want.
Yeah.
Comment as much as you want. Like I said, Twitter, you see everything. You see porn on there. You see
Yeah.
promote music. You see everything. Only thing you can see was is called like questionable bisexuality or call them like a racist slur. Other than that, everything else is fair game.
Yeah.
So that's about it. So like I said, you're gonna see more definitely open dialogue with that. He might add more like new spaces to it, more like more groups. You might be able to probably have a group chat on Twitter or something like that now. So it's definitely gonna be some things he's gonna add to it. So
Definitely. I mean, I think the competition now is with TikTok because TikTok's just taking off like a rocket. So he's definitely going to make it competitive again. Back when it comes to the social media platform to bring Twitter back, I think.
what Couch Rider said, back with the restraints off, you'll see more spam. Probably so. I mean, you're gonna see that on anything. You're gonna see people come in messages talking about how you want to flip 100 into a $1,000. You're gonna see all that stupid shit. So
Oh yeah,
that's what happen on any platform, and you're gonna
yeah.
what it is. Couch Rider. All right, topic 4. Let's talk about the Canelo fight.
Yeah, that's this weekend, right?
Nah, the fight he just had a fight just recently. I think it was like
Oh,
what, like last week? I think week before last. He just had a fight recently.
oh, you know what? I did hear about that. Was it kind of controversial? Like, when he
Yeah.
hold something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I, I honestly did not see the fight. I kind of checked out on boxing, if you
Yeah.
will. Um, I think Canolo has his place in history. I mean, he's probably the best going right now. Um, as far as a name fighter, you know what I mean. But uh, to be honest with you, I don't really know really what was the controversy between the outcome on that fight.
They were saying like it probably came like he got lumped up pretty good. They were saying like he won on the card or something like that, but then the judges kind of screwed him over. So you know how boxing is. If you don't flat out just knock somebody out, it's gonna always come down to a decision.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing with boxing. If you don't flat out just dominate your opponent, it's gonna come down to their scorecard. But he mean like I said, he got whooped up pretty good. So that's what everybody was saying. Like it's the time for him to hang it up. Like people
How
say,
old,
oh,
how old is Canolo?
Melo, I want to say about late 30s, early 40s for sure.
Late. Oh, okay.
He's not that
Yeah,
far from
it,
Florida.
it,
I think Florida's like 46 or something like that. He's probably like
yeah,
just entering his 40s.
yeah.
So a
So,
lot of people say he wasn't the same after he fought Floyd. He basically just like it was just like straight tumbling down.
it, you know what it is. Everybody. I mean, Floyd's God to some people. So nobody's the same if they fight Floyd. But he's gonna go down as a great fighter, man. I mean, to be honest with you, my guy in really, I followed boxing a lot more in the 2000s. And my guy, as far as Latin America was concerned, was Miguel Cotto. I always like him. I always like his style. You know what I mean? So, but I think uh, Canolo took that torch and ran with it later on in the early 2010s. Of course, Floyd is going to be Floyd. You know what I mean? Floyd beat everybody. He didn't lose. So, of course, he's going to be the benchmark of that era everybody compares him to. But those dudes definitely deserve consideration as one of the greats. Definitely two of the greatest Latin fighters of all time. I know that.
Yeah. Would you give me your similarities from today's boxing and back in the day, like 80s and 90s, and give me the differences.
Easy heavyweight, man.
Mhm.
The heavyweight division in the 80s and early 90s. Woo. Really going back to the 70s, man. It was a different game, man. It was just a different game. It was big bruising guys just going at it, man. I mean, the era of Tyson was something else.
Ooh, Lord, that's indeed. Ooh.
Oh my God.
Yeah. A young Mike Tyson too. What?
You gotta be, oh man.
Yeah.
Wow, yo.
This is ludicrous. This is ludicrous.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, man. I'd say, but to be honest with you, like the 2000s was still good, but it was more a shift to um the light heavyweights, the middleweights, the welterweights,
Right, Coach. Yeah.
Roy Jones and what's his name? Tito, Puerto Rican dude. I forget his name off the top of my head, but Tito, Oscar De La Hoya. That was a good era, man. Of course, Floyd. You know what I mean? Um, I got another guy talk about Bernard Hopkins. I don't
Oh,
think
yeah, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
that was a hard hitting son of a gun right there.
he don't get his respect. He's
He
top
don't.
10.
No, for sure.
He's top 10 to me all time.
Yeah. He
Um,
held every belt you can think of.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, I think the shift went from heavyweights to the lower weights, but you still got great boxing and real athletic guys, agile guys. Like the heavyweight division today, man. I mean, come on, it's like night and day. I mean, I could just imagine Tyson Fury fighting back in the 80s, 90s. Yeah.
You would got dropped for sure though, because you had
Oh, but drop.
you had Thompson, Hitman Hearns, you had Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Shane Mosley. Like, come on, man. Like,
Nah,
Lennox
he would have
Lord,
been.
Shane Rockman. Like, we can go on and on, man. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, dudes like what's his name that he fought? Um,
For Wilder,
yeah, Wilder. He's just
yeah, he
he,
disappointed. He a much better fight. I mean, he a much better boxer than what he been displaying. A much better.
yeah, man.
I don't know. He let the hype get to him, but he a much better technical
Yeah,
boxer.
he's not disciplined, man. Not disciplined, man. Kind of a disappointment because he was the guy. He could bring back the heavyweight energy in the United States. You know what I mean? Because for years it was dominated. I mean, you got Fury now, but you had the Klitschko's back, going back 10 years ago or what have you, in their prime or what have you. It was never the heavyweights weren't about the American boxers in a long time. You know what I mean? And Wilder was that dude, but yeah, man, he's too undisciplined. It's like back to the drawing board in the heavyweight division in the U.S. once again.
Just give me a couple fighters that you like in today's boxing. Just a couple. You know what I mean? Many as you can.
Just to be real with you, I have tuned out. I really have tuned out the modern day boxing game. Yeah, like Wilder was kind of a guy I paid attention to, but once he went out, I was like, nah, I don't see it in him. A young Adrian Bronner, but he's a weirdo, man.
Yo said, man, I did it for the hood, man.
He just I don't know, man. It's like, who do you look at today really as the next guys? You know what I mean? I kind of not checked out, but stopped really paying attention around like 2011, 2012. When Floyd and Manny and those guys started to slow down a little bit. So that's where I'm at now. I really don't know. Maybe you could give me some suggestions of some guys to look out for.
Yeah, me personally, this is me. I'll give a couple guys. Javante Tank Davis, of course, homegrown kid.
Okay.
Call him little baby Mike Tyson for sure.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I like Devin Haney a lot.
Okay.
I like who else? So let's see. Terrence Crawford.
I heard about, yeah. I saw a couple of his fights. I like what I see.
So I got them three. Who else I got?
Yeah.
Errol Spence Jr.
Okay. Errol Spence is another guy I heard. Yeah, and I saw a couple of rounds from him. It's like I saw rounds from these guys, but I haven't really delved into them too much. You know what I just saw them in passing, but I'm gonna check for him now.
Yeah, like I said, Canelo. I like Canelo. Even like I say, he
Oh
had
yeah, he's
Deontay,
definitely great.
Deontay Wilder 7. Like I said, I still like Adrian Broner. Like I said, he been wilding. I
Yeah,
still got my QB.
that's another guy, discipline, man. Like if he had the discipline, he really could have been the next Floyd. You know what I mean? But yeah, but Bronner, he's
They
something else.
said when he fought with Floyd, he checked his chin a couple times.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
got some hits in on him.
say he checked his chin a couple times. Say
Uh-huh.
say that he woke Floyd up a couple times. Even Floyd went on multiple podcasts and said, "AB man, if he just get his head together, he is a tough SOB."
Exactly, man. Like exactly.
All right. All right. Any new movies or TV series? You watch any TV series that
I I need to catch up, man. Like I've been slacking with NBA playoffs. I was watching the Power Four with Tommy. I was watching that on Stars. I need to catch up on
Oh
that.
yeah, Force. Yeah, I watched that whole. That was amazing, man. It started
Yeah,
off a little slow, but it ended, man.
I got to pick up on it. I got to get back to that. I'm finishing up Ozark. I'm just finishing
I
up.
never watched that. How is that? I keep hearing. I just never got to it. How is
Uh,
Ozark?
Well, my personal opinion, the way it's ending is kind of irritating me. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
But see that season from the beginning. The best way I'll describe it is if you got into Breaking Bad, you kind of get the feel.
I watched that years ago. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you'll get the feel for that. There was something else that's coming on HBO. Something about we run this town or we run this city.
We own the city. Yeah,
We
that's
own
filmed.
the city. I gotta check that.
That's filmed here in Baltimore. Yeah.
Yeah, they're comparing it to The Wire. So I don't know.
They need to slow. They got to slow down. They got to slow down.
That's a tall order now. So, but I'm gonna see. No, we definitely gonna see. I'm gonna check that out. I do like on Showtime. There's there with Kevin Bacon and I forget the young brother's name in there. He's a phenomenal actor. City on a Hill in Boston. The Boston TV series in the '90s. That's another one that I rock with too.
Got you. Well, for me, uh, Halo, of course. You know, I was a big fan of the video game, so I'm
Okay.
watching. You know, like watch all 8 episodes. So you know, I'm into that. I just finished. This has been out for a while, but I just finished Godfather of Harlem. That was pretty good. Before,
Godfather Harlem's Fire. Yeah,
before
that's
um,
my other one I forgot about.
but
Yeah,
I just finished that. Yellowstone. That was good.
that's another one I got to get to.
That's pretty good, man. What's my guy? Kevin Costner. Yeah,
Yeah,
good man. So you know, course powerful and regular power goes to you know those were amazing.
yeah, yep.
Gotta catch up on Snowfall. Didn't really watch that. Too tough. I'm gonna try to binge watch all that and get caught up. But I heard some good things about that. And,
Snowfall's dope.
yeah, and Law and Order. Always been a Law and Order guy. SVU,
You
original
want to
Law.
funny? I've never seen an episode of Law and Order in my life. Don't try
No,
to shame me
no,
for it.
I promise you. I promise you. Watch one, you gonna end up watching like 10 straight
I
episodes.
bet because I get into the
Promise you.
the uh the crime documentaries on NBC, like the Datelines and all that. I'm real into that. The court documentaries and whatnot. So I bet I wouldn't stop watching. See, there's so much stuff on TV that there are not enough hours in the day for me to dedicate to that. I'm always out and about, so that's
You
the
can
thing.
spend a whole day watching one show.
Yeah.
Literally, really.
And now that you can stream, you can see everything when you want to see it. So it's like, man, I wouldn't stop. I'd just be locked in the house all day, and I'm so out and about. I don't know if I'll get through everything. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, another one, series I'm watching now is Young Rock with Dwayne Rock Johnson. He basically telling his life story, how he
yeah,
got in. That's pretty good. This season 2 now. They
okay,
got a episode just came on. It's come on tonight. So I'm gonna watch that when I go to work.
all
But
right,
that's pretty good as well. Definitely check that out. It's called Young Rock.
that's what's up.
Uh, what else? That's about it. Honestly, like I said, Law and Order. For Hawaii 5-0. I watched the FBI thing with Dylan McDermott. That's pretty good. So you know, that's it. They the only shows I really watch, honestly. And I forgot. Winning Time on HBO Max. They basically showing the Lakers.
Yeah,
Down a couple like Shannon Sharp, not Shannon Sharp. Magic and all of them were saying they like it, but then they don't because they fabricate some stuff. Bro, any
yeah.
type of documentary gonna have fabrications, like no matter what it is. You know what I mean? So it's like.
So I know Jerry West. He really
Yeah,
got.
they said they making him look like a prick and an asshole, and a couple other people. But it's funny. I like it. You gotta watch it, man. It be
I
heavy.
watched the first couple of episodes, but once
It's
the
funny.
playoffs started, I kind of checked out. It's
I
like,
like it. Every Sunday I was watching, man. Like then I'm the guy, John Riley, who played on Step Brothers, who
he's
played
a great actor. Yeah.
Doc. Yeah, man. He said, "Oh, Jerry, you gonna quit on me now?" Yeah, it was pretty funny, man. Then they have Wood Harris playing Spencer Haywood. That was funny.
Yeah.
Then I play Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Solomon. I forgot his name. Something Solomon. He's a pretty good actor, man. I like it. Like I said, everybody else, saying
I'm gonna have to catch up on that too. Once
sure.
wraps up.
All right, let's get to talk about the Eagles. Let's go over the draft picks. I got it right here on my phone. Let me just get your opinion on each pick.
Back to the NFL. So we talking the Eagles draft first, or we going into the roster, or
No, we're gonna talk about the picks. Then we'll work out. Then we'll work our way.
Yeah, well,
hold on. All
okay.
right, number 13, they take Jordan Davis. What's your thoughts when you saw
That
that
was
pick?
actually my pick for them to take. I had them either taking Jordan Davis, I had them Olave,
That's a
or
lot.
um the, the safety that you guys got,
Cal,
which yeah,
Cal, I actually had him going to y'all in one of my mock drafts.
yeah, one of those three guys, and honestly, I didn't think they would lose with either one. I mean, honestly, we probably needed Kyle Hamilton more. We needed a safety more,
Big
but
hole. Yeah.
yeah, but the way that the Eagles run their defense, and the way now that they're talking about moving to a more of a 3-4 instead of a hybrid 3-4, it makes sense.
Okay.
This guy's a monster. They're comparing him to they're saying Calais Campbell comparisons. I mean, he's gonna have to cut some weight. He will have to cut some weight to be three down lineman.
Mhm.
But I mean, it's all there. He's a monster, man. And with Fletcher Cox really on a 1-year deal, this is the perfect time to get him. So I really like that pick. It was the safest of all the picks. I'll say that, but it's still something that was needed.
Okay, yeah, I mean Jordan Davis definitely is a good pick. I wouldn't have minded one to the Ravens. To be truthful with you, I was cool with
We
him.
can trade, man. You can make a trade.
Cool with Cal, man. But no, I
Yeah.
real high with him, man. I guess I had the Texans getting them, but they went off as a line. But it was a good pick. Like I said, you get the line from Fletcher Cox and those guys right there. Plug and play him and Hargrave for the next couple years. Like the Eagles always stay with a multi defensive front. Like they always got 4 or 5 guys that can come in and interchange. But like y'all and the Giants, like it's something about y'all. It's like y'all in the defensive line, y'all always keep them. Like the last time y'all won a Super Bowl, y'all were like top 3 in sacks, I believe that year,
The
something like
rotation, yep.
that. Yeah, like so, it was a good pick.
Mhm.
All right, so y'all second first round pick, AJ Brown. What you think about that trade?
I like how you made it a first round pick.
Hey, yeah.
Um, well, it really is. Yeah, a trade for a first round pick. It basically is, man. He's 24 years old and he's just ascending the superstar status. Perfect time, perfect deal for Howie Roseman. Um, and the Eagles now legitimately, they got an offense that could put points on the board with this man. Legitimately, they can put up 28 points, 4 touchdowns on the board.
Yeah.
He's really a true number one, top 10 receiver, top 10 talent. You add that to who I would call a 1A in Devontae Smith, who is at very best a top tier number 2 receiver, could grow into that. Um, and Dallas Goedert, who's just ascending into that top 5, top 7 tight end status. So you plug that in with the offensive line that they got, which their offensive line is back. Hopefully getting back to where they were in 2017 in the Super Bowl run years. And you can put points on the board with this team now. I mean, that was a move that was needed. They tried to get the rumor was they tried to get Calvin Ridley, and of course we know what happened with his situation with the gambling. They were looking to move up to get out of Alabama, Jameson Williams. Another Alabama product. All of a sudden, how he's loving these Alabama players. So that went through because Detroit went up too far to get that pick. So they had the deal on the table, and Howie did his thing. Howie is the best at trades. Trading is his forte.
Yeah.
Making significant trades, and also getting free agents at the right time to fit into the culture before before his drafting, which is kind of mediocre, but it looks like he's starting to turn the page with that a little bit. We'll see, but of course, that to me that's the best pick in the draft, easily.
All right, number 51, y'all take the center Cam Jurgens out of Nebraska. Thoughts on that?
That was another pick that was needed. Jason Kelsey's going to retire after this year, and the actually the it was mentioned that Jason Kelsey was actually in the process and helping draft him because they brought him in and he had input into getting athletic centers, and he was the most athletic lineman they had out there. You know what I mean? Fast, agile, just like Jason Kelsey, and he's going to grow into the role really well. I think last year they got Landon Dickerson, which they thought would take a while to groom in. They actually thought he was going to be the center, but he groomed in so well in the guard. They said, "Oh no, we can't take him off of there." You know what I mean? So he's in there. They got a lot of depth with Driscoll still on the roster, and he's grooming into a nice young lineman. Mike Lotta has shown
I
that
like
he's a legitimate tackle in this
that's the
league.
one that was playing rugby, right?
Yup, playing rugby. So I look at this as a pick to groom right into that offensive line that has a lot of young talent, young growing talent on that line. So I love that pick as well.
Okay, all right. Number 83 in the third round. This is a steal of the draft. Y'all guys taking the Kobe Day, arguably one of the best linebackers in college football.
Um, you can argue that outside of AJ Brown, this was really the best pick. The one thing that Howie his problem in previous drafts has been he would reach for players and reach for a position that they need. You know what I mean? Instead of going a true best player available and just playing the board and the talent at that time. Um, the that you got, his name escapes me right now, but uh, he
Patrick Queen?
yeah, Patrick Queen. He was available for him, and instead they reached for a Jalen Reagor. You know what I mean? So, yeah,
I understand how y'all ain't take Justin Jefferson. Like I was like, whoa.
yeah, exactly. So um, finally, third round. I mean, of course, you can't pass it up. It's just like this is just too good to pass up. I saw this guy play in a national title game. And I said to myself, I said in my Eagles group, damn, imagine this guy.
Remember I told you watch out for him. Remember I said, man, watch out for Dean. He'll be a good fit for y'all.
Exactly. And when I was watching the national title game, I was like, man, he's everywhere on the field. He's the MVP of this.
Like Skip Bayless said, he jump off your TV screen.
Oh my God. And I was like, damn, could you imagine him in the Eagles uniform? And everybody was like, well, yeah, that would be the day Howie drafts a linebacker. And of course, he was supposed to go in the first round.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know the particulars with his pectoral injury.
Decline
But
surgery, chains were probably like iffy. So, that's all I know for the most part.
apparently he's full go
Yeah.
for training camp. So I don't know how people slept on this guy, but you got to take him. I mean, so this may be, and I'm of course projecting this could go down as Howie Roseman's best draft pick. It's a long way to go, but just the time, the placement in the draft, and just really finally sticking to the board and getting some true great SEC talent. I mean, kudos on this one. Flowers all around on this pick.
All right, y'all go linebacker again in the 6th round with Kyron Johnson out of Kansas. Give me your thoughts on that pick.
Probably a depth pick. You know what I mean? With all the athletic talent at linebacker, I see he may make the special teams and he make the roster, but what I just like about how he's doing is the one thing that I noticed in the loss to Tampa Bay in the playoffs, we were slow. Eagles were slow, man, and the linebacker core looked really slow. Even Alex Singleton.
I told you TJ Edwards was a good tackler, but he's so slow.
I mean, all of them really. Well, I mean, he's what was he? Undrafted free agent. He undrafted free agent for a reason. You know what I mean? Even though he had a motor and he was all over the field from a tackle standpoint.
That was the knock on him coming out of Wisconsin. He can't catch nobody.
Yeah, that's another one. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, in the end of the day, what I liked about this offseason is they just stressed like, look, we got to get athletic and we got to get fast. And the kid out of Kansas, Nakobe Dean, Kaiser that they got from LA Chargers. Now you're getting some speed on the field. Watch out.
That's the like 220 pounds, but he's fast. I know you're talking about.
Yeah. But see,
picked up Hassan Reddick too. That was good coming off the edge.
Who's more of like a tweener and rushes the passer, more like a kind of like down in Dallas, who they got down there. Parsons, like that. So at the end of the day, I love the fact he's finally addressing speed at the linebacker position. And a lot of these guys are 220, 230 kind of tweeners because they want to stress coverage too. They don't want to be caught, you know what I mean, in a certain set where they could still cover the tight end, you know what I mean, or a receiver out in the flat. So I see where they're going. Another kid, Davion Taylor, not to get too off topic off the draft, who got hurt last year. He's another 225, 230 linebacker that was young and coming on. So I see the position fit. So that's why I kind of like this pick to fit into that mold.
Y'all last pick of the draft, y'all take tight end Grant Couture out of SMU. I think I said his name right.
Yeah, good to address the position. I don't know where he's going to fit in. Of course, Dallas Goedert is the number 1 tight end.
I'll lose Zach Ertz to the Cardinals. So
yeah, Ertz moved on. So they like the kid Tyree Jackson.
The former quarterback.
Yeah, former 6'7" kid, but he got an injury last year. I forget the injury. It was something serious. He was out for a while, but they just love his athleticism as like a number 2 tight end. But I like this kid to come on to be groomed into the role. You know what I mean? So if Jackson doesn't work out, he would go in there. I think they're also have another kid that's there. He's solid. But I can see him being a number 3 tight end on the squad and maybe grooming into that number 2 spot if Tyreek Jackson doesn't work out. But they love his athleticism, Jackson, that is. So we'll see how it goes out. But they love to run too tight. You know what I mean? So the kid is going to get some action. We'll see in preseason how athletic he is and how agile he is. But of course, it's a pick I'm not complaining about, bringing depth to the tight end position.
Okay, all right. Now to the fun stuff. Let's look at the Eagles' schedule. Let's break down the win-loss record.
Wow.
I'm just read you the game. You make the prediction because this is your team. So,
yeah.
All right. Week 1 at the Detroit Lions.
Oh, that's a win. That's a win. I don't think it's going to be as easy as last year's win, but I definitely think it's a win. They start off strong. I don't think Detroit is going to hit stride. They'll get better, but not in the first game.
Okay, so that's 1-0. Week 2, y'all play the Vikings at home.
I like that one too.
That's Monday Night Football.
Home opener and Kirk Cousins in the primetime game. That's a win.
2-0. Okay. All right. Week 3, y'all go to Washington, play the Commanders.
That's going to be an interesting game. I'm on the fence about that. I don't know if it's Washington's home opener, but you know it's Carson Wentz. You know what the energy is going to be.
Oh yeah, he definitely wants some get back. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And it's a home game in Washington. They beat Washington last year. They basically, it's double revenge because they beat them twice last year. One of the games was like a COVID game where they had half the roster out. I'm gonna pencil this down as an L for the Eagles. I say 2-1.
Okay, you being objective. I like that. The
Mhm.
Doug Peterson Bowl right here. Week 4, y'all play the Jags at home.
Another tricky game. Because of course you want to talk about get back.
Doug Peterson. Y'all
Oh yeah, Doug's gonna have.
got 2 revenge games in a row.
Yeah, Doug's gonna have this team ready. I see us winning this game. It's going to be tight though. It's going to be tough, but I see that being a fight. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be the quarterback we expected him to be in year 1 and year 2. So yeah, I see that 3-1, but it's not an easy 3-1.
Got you. All right, things get tricky here. Will they have Dion? I think nah. This is what week 5, so he'll still be out. Y'all play the Cardinals in Arizona.
DeAndre Hopkins is going to be out, right?
It's the last game of his suspension. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be objective. I'll go with Cardinals at home. I don't know what's going on out there with Kyler Murray, but they look like a Super Bowl contender early. I think Kyler Murray tends to wear down towards the end of the season. It's early in the season, so I'm gonna go 3-2 with this one.
Y'all got y'all division rivals, America's team, the Cowboys, coming into Philly.
They're gonna smoke the Cowboys.
Ooh, okay.
That game, oh yeah. And there's
He
going to
said,
be get back in that game because Cowboys ran up the score in a meaningless game at the end of the year.
yeah, like 50 something to 20 something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a win. I might even put some money on that.
Ooh, okay.
Definite win. Oh yeah.
So that's what 4-2. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I got y'all cousins, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the interstate fan.
Yeah,
They basically coming across the street to play y'all in Philly.
that's a tricky game because Mike Tomlin has a really, really good, well-coached team, but I don't know about that quarterback, Kenny Pickett.
Mitch Trubisky or Kenny Pickett beating y'all. That's just me.
Yeah, I'm going with a win, but it's a Mike Tomlin coach team, so it's not going to be easy. But I'm going with a win.
All right, so that's what 5-2. Okay, pretty good.
5-3.
5-3. Okay, all right,
Yeah,
that's pretty good record. All right, you got the Texans in Houston.
that's a win. W.
So that's 6-3. Y'all got the Washington Commanders again, but this time in Philly.
Oh, that's a win. That's a win. That's going to be. I still think it's going to be a tough game because I think if anything, Carson's going to show out or try and show out.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a win. I got a win on that one.
Okay, so that's what 7-3 right there.
Yeah.
This another semi-revenge game. Frank Wright playing the Eagles again. Y'all go to Indianapolis.
I think that's a win for Indy. I
Okay.
think Frank Wright is an excellent head coach. He doesn't get the credit he deserves, I think. And of course, I know. He helped my squad win a Super Bowl as an offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the right spot for Matt Ryan. He doesn't have to do much because he has a strong offensive line and running game. And Matt Ryan always plays well against the Eagles too. Even though last year they lost, but he knows how he plays well against the Eagles. Going back to his Atlanta days, I think Indy wins that one at home.
Okay, so that's what 7-4. Okay.
Yeah,
You got the Green Bay Packers at home.
man, that's gonna be.
I think y'all can get him. No, Devontae Adams got a bunch of young receivers. I mean,
Yeah, but something about Rodgers, man. I mean, MVP. What can you say?
yeah,
Um, man, you put me on the spot. But they coming off of an L, and it's at home. It's a what is it, Sunday night or Monday night?
this is right here. I want to say this is Sunday night. Yeah, Sunday
I'm gonna
night.
go to Birds. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna go to Birds on that one.
Okay, going Philly. So let's put you at what? 8-4.
8-4, yeah.
I got the mighty Titans coming into Philly.
Hmm. Now that could be a letdown spot.
Now I don't. I think AJ Green gonna want to go ham. Me personally, but so if you know, this just me. But I'm letting you predict the schedule.
That's true. Revenge game. On AJ Brown.
You might get a 250-yard game about my man that game.
Who's gonna be their quarterback at that time? You think?
Still gonna be Tannehill. I think Malik gonna play next year. Me
Okay.
personally. Then y'all at home with that crowd. I just think he gonna go ham.
I can't see them beating Tennessee and Green Bay back to back. If they beat Green Bay, they're gonna be really emotional because it's a young team and it's an out of conference opponent. Could be a little bit of a letdown. I'm gonna lean to an L. They gonna put it this way. They either gonna if they lose to Green Bay, they'll bounce back against Tennessee. But if they beat Green Bay, I see a letdown in the second game because they're two strong, well coached opponents.
So that's 8-5. Okay. Got the New York Giants at in the Meadowlands.
Oh, that's a win. That's a win. Definitely off of last year. That's a win. I know Jalen. If anything, that was his worst game as an Eagle. I know he's gonna want to show out that game. So I'm gonna have them a 9-5 in that one.
That's 9-5. Got the Chicago Bears in Chicago.
And again, I don't know. Tricky game coming off of the division. I don't know what place Justin Fields is going to be at. Man, I'll go with a W, but that's going to be hard because Chicago's a tough team to figure out.
Okay, so that's what 10-5.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Cowboys in Dallas.
Oh yeah, that's the third straight road game. That's going to be an L. That's going to be an L because that's the third straight road game, and I don't know why the schedule makers screwed us. They screw us every year, but yeah, unfortunately, I see the Cowboys taking that one.
So that puts you at what 9-6.
I think 10. Yeah, 9-6. Yeah, yeah.
So you got the Saints at home.
Oh, that's a win. That's
Ten,
definitely
yeah. You got
in the cold in December. In December, Jameis outside. Oh no, he might. Jameis might throw like 4 picks in that game.
y'all end the season with the Giants at home.
I see that as a win too. I don't think the Giants had their quarterback. They'll be better this year, but Daniel Jones, I just don't think he could cut it. You know what I mean? So I see them rounding out uh, 11 wins, 11-6. See that?
It's a pretty good record, 11-6. I agree.
Either way, I say I look at the roster and I say that, and that schedule is a 10-win team.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, they would be 10-7, but they're definitely a game better at least a game better than they were last year with the talent, the athleticism they had at the linebacker spot. AJ Brown, the addition of Davis. Only problem is they need some veterans in the secondary. But I think after June 1st cuts, they'll pick somebody up. Um, Maybe it's safety, either safety and a cornerback. But I don't know if Zach McPherson might take that spot in training camp. We'll see. But they just need a little bit more depth at the secondary spot. They'll be good to go.
Okay. All right. That's it for this show. So go ahead, Sean. Let everybody know they can find you again, and what y'all got going on again for Shadow Core Radio for those who just turned in.
No doubt, no doubt. So Shadow Code Radio, we're on Apple iTunes and also Spotify. Just look us up over there. Also get that Anchor app.
I'm gonna add a link in the description for y'all too. What?
Definitely, no doubt, man, no doubt. Good looking on that. So tomorrow night we're gonna try going to Ecamm. So we're gonna be for the first time, we're gonna be on YouTube. We're gonna try and stream live on Facebook as well. So we're getting to the big time on YouTube, and at the same time we're going to be on Apple iTunes and Spotify. Check us out, Shadow Code Radio. We're going to talk about all the hot hip hop topics. We're going to review albums. Definitely going to talk about that Kendrick, maybe some other joints that are coming out that came out as well. So definitely check us out either Wednesday or Thursday night.
Okay, definitely make sure y'all check that out, man, and follow them on on the Apple and all that. Subscribe to it. Well, everybody, that's it for this episode. Make sure y'all listen to this on Apple, Spotify, and Anchor. This gonna have the audio version. So everyone, be great on your way to the figure eight, and always, and I mean always, remember the hashtag KTSC. Keep that same energy from your host Justin P. and from my special guest Sean P. Love you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow
Thanks
night.
again, man.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. You're always welcome on here,
Definitely.
man. So we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Me and Maurice come on here and do our thug dizzle. So everyone enjoy their Tuesday night, enjoy the playoffs. We out.
All right. Peace, y'all.